This week, we are going to expand what we know about JavaScript and jQuery. You are going to learn how to filter, how to conduct a search. So you'll be creating a search box and searching through content and displaying what the user types. And you will also learn how to sort columns in an HTML table. So also this week, your milestone number 2 is due. That is due at the beginning of the week on the 1st. And for those students who are attending class, we will do the demo in class and I will record it for you. And then I will put the recording into your discussion post. For those of you who don't attend class, you will have to demo and do the recording yourself and post it to the discussion. So the reading assignment covers the 3 main topics for this week, which is filtering, searching, and sorting. And quite a bit of our processing is going to deal with arrays. So we do cover arrays this week. The certification exam that you'll be taking has questions on arrays, and JavaScript arrays are incredibly powerful. There's a lot of methods that you can use. So we will be talking about that. You will learn how to filter in JavaScript and jQuery, and you'll learn how to sort and how to search. And so all of the readings deal with exactly what we are going to be covering. The other option you have is to read chapter 12 in the book. Then we have our key concepts, and you will notice there are lots and lots of videos. So there's videos on everything. And I put them at the top just because I think they will be easier for you to find this way. And then you can see after we cover the topics, there's a page for filtering and searching. And then I've actually combined them into a page, and these videos basically walk you through that code and then how the code on a sort page works. Okay, so as you go through here, keep in mind that we have videos at the top on literally everything in this lecture demo. And once you get done with that, make sure that you have posted the milestone, which I believe is up here. Make sure you have posted to the discussion, and then you'll have a week to review your classmates' posts and reply to those. And then as far as the other assignments go, you will need to commit milestone 2 to your repository. So you'll basically go to that repository and upload your second milestone. And then you'll put the link to the repository in here. And once you finish that, you will be working on the programming assignment. So the first part of this is to create a filter or search page. And so if you decide to do both, I will give you some extra credit. I'll give you 10 points extra credit if you put both in the same page. And I have an example where I did both. So I have filtering, I have searching, and then I have both. So this was my filter and search. So you can either do the search box, or you can do the categories with the filtering, or you can do both. And if you do both, you get 10 points extra credit. And then in addition to that, you will have to create some type of table. It can be whatever you want. This is what the textbook author did. And this is my sortable table that I did. And you literally can do it on anything you want. Totally up to you what you decide to put in your table, but you should be able to sort by your column headings. So that is the assignment. And as you can see, I've got lots of examples and videos that walk you through the code so you can understand what you are doing. So we are starting the last milestone for our term project. I've already shown you the examples. In my little pirate site, I decided to make yet another game. So now I have 6 of them. But you know, it's fun, so what the heck. So my newest game is Jeopardy. This is straight JavaScript. These are HTML buttons. And so basically how this works, I've got a little ding noise when you select it, just like regular Jeopardy. And then you put the answer in here. Whoop. And if you get it right, it adds to your score. And then you'll notice that once you select one, you can't select it again unless you reset. Okay. And if you right click, you can go in and look at the code. But this is utilizing arrays and a lot of JavaScript. In fact, the code is really lengthy for this one. As far as milestone 3 goes, at this point, at the end of this milestone, you should have 3 games that all work. Okay, and so that is the most important thing. In your project folder, you'll have a main page that links to the different games. You'll have a README text file that gives an overview of the site, copyright and reproduction information. Also, if you are going to come out with a new version or make changes, you should indicate that for whatever games you are planning to continue working on. You should have separate folders for CSS, media, and JavaScript. And game 1's interface page should have a link to game 1 so we can play it. And there should be some kind of directions informing the user how to play. You can have a separate README text file for each game, or you can just include it all in one. Okay, so that's totally up to you how you do that. So you'll notice if you look at the student examples, some people did it all in one. Some people, you know, did each game separately. You know, that's up to you. But all 3 games should be working. There should be directions so people know how to play them. And make sure that you have an HTML5 Canvas and JavaScript game. You cannot use jQuery with Canvas. So if you have jQuery, you are going to have to use JavaScript to interact with Canvas. Okay. And so the README file that you have with the game can include this, or, you know, if you have a README file with everything in your project folder, you should still have information about each game. For the jQuery, it's the same thing. You should have a jQuery game that's fully functioning. The README text file, whether it's the one that includes all the games or you've done a separate one, should have directions. If there's bugs, you want to list that. Any plans for future release, copyright, all of that. Okay, and you can kind of read through this. The 3rd game is technology of your choice. And you can use HTML5, CSS3, jQuery, JavaScript, and you can also use an API. So any of those technologies. Okay, so that is what this is going to be. Everything should be done. And then your showcase, you will be adding on to your PowerPoint. At this point, you should have a PowerPoint that shows how to play the first game. You may have directions for the second game. but that second game had to be in progress for milestone 2. So you can kind of finish that off. Any issues that you encountered, how you resolved the issues, plans you have for future releases. And then for your third game, you'll be doing the same thing. And then finally, what you learned from this project. Okay, and then you will have to video a demo of your site, playing the games, and go through the PowerPoint presentation as well. That should all be part of your showcase. All right, so that is not due for a couple weeks, but I would probably get a start on that. And then you've got the assignment and uploading to GitHub for this week. If you run into any problems or if you have questions, please let me know and have an awesome week.